But that just let me know that I'm right about what I'm talking about. So just to be PG about what I explained when YouTube cut me off, I made the report, y'all. I called. Yes, I forgot to insert that. Sorry, YouTube. When I called and made a report, when that officer pulled up in front of my apartment complex, you know what I'm saying? Because I called and I met him at the training station, so you'll see that. And I also got a ticket from that same training station a couple weeks later, saying I had to pay it. It's so crazy though, right? That guy said she's a teen. They see it all the time. She'll be back, right? And I couldn't wait for her to be back. So that's why I had to investigate. I'm sorry, YouTube, because I know y'all like me, but we got to do that, right? So now let's skip a little bit. We talk about the coincidence that she just had a sleep study done, and that happened. She had never ever done that before, y'all. She had never done it. And when I got to her, because we talked about me finding her, right? Yeah. When I found her, she said that she don't know how she got there, y'all. Literally, these people literally coerced her over there. I looked at everything. Her friend, her so-called friends too, that she knew. Now I knew some of the friends that was affiliated with some of those people, because these friends stayed in my apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is that they use people, and that same apartment complex that was bought out and new workers in a Freemason that wore a ring. I'm not making no assumptions. He wore the ring on his hand. This same guy got me put out after the ladies that they fired worked so hard to get me in there. They fired them. But they fired them both at the same time, y'all. Those people helped me get that apartment. They were blessings. They were angel. Matter of fact, one of the ladies' name was Angel. They helped me get in 2 days after Christmas, y'all. After that place that I had to call help me Howard on, I'm talking about, did me and that couple so bad. Matter of fact, that same couple that they did that to, her Mason boyfriend passed away after that. Yeah, you see how I'm not being biased about how they move. You know why they did that to that Mason guy? That he was so nice to us, because they sent them, that couple, to mess with us. That couple peeped how I moved, y'all. I gotta turn this on to tell y'all. That couple peeped how I moved, and whatever roster they had of me, it didn't match. And that's how they treated me. And it was so crazy how it was online everywhere. Right after they helped me with something specific that was literally planted, y'all. The angels blessed me with. Those people literally helped me. And it's like 2 weeks later, that happened. But it only happened to him like that because, yeah, I'm telling these baby Masons, my bad. I'm telling Masons what happens, because he was a Mason. It's that saying is like that spiritual saying, you can't praise two gods, and that's how they play with y'all. So if you punish, let's talk about the program then, to the people that's researching this. Just get rid of the program, because look, if they punishing, because this, I'm living proof. I'm like a living walking document of this whole program, y'all. So listen, if they punish people that help targeted individuals that's on the watch list. I say targeted because these people's lives are being targeted every day. If you punishing people that's helping them with whatever they helping them with to better themselves, then this program can't be of God, not Allah, not Jesus, not Saint Mary, Saint Nicholas, not nobody. Most importantly, not y'all. It's sinister to punish somebody covertly, hide your hands, and then attack them. What the fuck was that? It's been a lot happening. I had somebody just walk behind, so I did that because the other day I was sitting here and somebody like walked right up on my, like right up to my car, asking me for $1. Like what the like literally, he didn't say nothing. Excuse, like normal people, excuse me. If I wouldn't have turned like that, he was finna do something. So y'all, it's like really serious with me. as far as these people, the tactics that they're using, and that's the reason why I come on the videos and just document with y'all. So that's, I'm not really looking for no handouts, no sympathy, no. I just got this a disclaimer that I should have been made, y'all. Like, I'm not trying to gain nothing from my subscribers, not the haters, not the naysayers, the truth seekers, the ones that think I'm lying. I really don't care to gain none of it, to be honest with you, because I know that what I go through is very uh important for y'all to understand how serious it is. This the reason why I come on here like this, y'all, so you can see what's happening. You can save yourself and your own children. Because listen, we ain't gonna be here forever. Especially to the ones who have children. This stuff is really happening in the world. So I'm telling you, just because you don't believe it, don't mean that it's not happening, babe. So who goes to say that these people, just like I just explained to you, that Mason that ended up helping me after a long trail of trailing me, because I didn't explain to you that that couple was messing with me for a while because they sent them in, but when they saw that I didn't fit the description that them people gave me, they just started helping me from left to right. One time they gave me like $200-300 without me asking them for nothing. I promise y'all. Like, and I felt it after that. It's like my angels told me, listen, we did that. They feel bad. I even felt bad. It's like, that's how I knew they felt bad. So y'all feel me on this though. Seriously. Seriously. So my girls were having, I'm seeing things that I thought, I just assumed at that point. I'm seeing it come to pass as far as the neighbors. Now, my other neighbor who was messing with my car, they kicked him out. They had to. You see, I'm telling y'all, this is what they do to y'all. So y'all be going hard against people, don't realize that you not exempt, because they will set your whole life up. So, um, even though the landlord got somebody staying in there though, yeah, but now the other neighbors that I never had a problem with, I'm talking about, we clicked from day one, and I still like the mom. She's so pretty to me. Uh, but and even her son, he always been so respectful to me. So I had an issue with them. These Freemasons caused us to have an issue, and they don't even see it like that. See, look, I saw it before it happened. I said it out loud one day. They came to me. The other neighbor that got put out, he did something to my tire. My dog told on him before I even knew. Uh, they come out and say that, how you know it was him? What if it was them next door? And I'm like, no, because they don't, those people respect me. They never try to, and it's the way that cop, because not all cops is into this. Is that I know that one cop, because I seen him before. It was what he said to me, let me know, like, oh shit, this way. And then 2 days later, the post office sent me some soldering. And I saying my L's and stuff is like off, but some soldering equipment. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of like gadgets to like, wires and y'all, I promise you, they sent it to me. Guess what I did? I looked at the address and returned it to the address. As I go to the address, it's my next door neighbor, the one that they was saying did that to my car. That's when I knew for a fact, like, okay, they finna fuck with me. Because on top of that, every day that week, the police was at their house. I forgot to mention that. Every day they was at their house. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, that happened. So, and that was the same week that the police came to my house. They came twice that day. This is why I remember it. He came twice that day, because he came again at night, saying that when I was at DoorDash, when I was doing DoorDash, he even said it, because you could see that I was doing it. He said I was parked by a stolen vehicle for 3 minutes. And I said, huh? The 3 minutes got to me, like, why you gotta say these stupid ass cold words that they use? I hate it, bro. But when he said the 3 minutes, I'm so aggravated. I was so sleepy at that point, because I had just did like 8-12 hours, y'all, of delivering people their food hot and ready, y'all. I said, listen, I really don't care about what you talking about, because he told me I gotta come talk to them about. I said, listen, I don't even know what you talking about. So, because I really didn't. Y'all, that same cop right there. That's why I brought him, because that was the same cop. I just noticed that. That was the same fucking cop. But it's cool. I really want y'all to understand that I know that these people gonna do something ultimate to me. And it's fine though. Listen, it's cool though. Listen, I don't even feel no way about it. Because whether they set me up to go to jail, whether they set me up for somebody to hurt me, whether they, no matter what they do, they gonna bless me eternally, because I'm a witch by blood and I'm a good one. Like, I never harmed nobody ever in my life. The only bugs I ever crushed was roaches, bro. Like, I promise you, I couldn't crush a fly. I couldn't, like, I'm just being sarcastic to let you see who I really am. So when they do and I'm powerful, like, this mostly why these Freemasons got me in this program to begin with. It makes me feel like it goes way back to the 60s, or probably possibly the 20s when Granny was born, but I know definitely the 60s with the stories that Granny told me. I'm gonna keep it PG because YouTube gonna end the live again. Definitely in the 60s, because they were so upset with my grandma. Maybe grandma was right when she kept seeing those Jews in my window. Everybody said Granny was going through dementia, and just she just didn't know what she was talking about when she said the Jews was peeking in her window. The same Jews that wanted to take her house, and they just wait for her to die so they could take her house. The same Jews that Granny said that they was mad at her because they wanted to take my mom in the 60s to a all girls school to study her. Oof. She declined. And with my analysis, because I study everything, the time frame of when she got her hip broke, when she was mugged and robbed going to church. Yeah, in broad daylight, y'all. My grandma was mugged going to church. And it was around the same time frame. See, Granny didn't know that she was telling me all this stuff. I'm so smart. She didn't realize what she was saying to me and how I was analyzing stuff, and some stuff that I didn't pay attention to back then because I was just as spiritual as I am now. I went back on like, oh shit. So because she refused to let them take her, and there's nothing to be scared about, because the reason they wanted to take her, my mama should be on the the Guinness record book. I'm gonna say that. And Father, whatever they try to do to me, my family, my loved ones, Father, I ask that you reverse it. Because I'm sorry to my mom for saying her business, but I didn't really tell you too much. But I gotta, to protect me and her immediately, I had to say that. So y'all can understand why they mess with people like me, not just me. So there was a debate I had with somebody, to the people studying. I had a debate with somebody, and they feel like, and they kind of like cross-reference with what I feel as far as the Native Americans, all the tribes, whatever, however you identify and label them, all of the Africans, because Africans, and see what people don't realize, Africans, Mexicans, Spanish. I'm gonna piss a lot of people on Spanish, Dominicans. Listen, all of us are tribes. We're all the same. We just listen. We mix bread so much, y'all. That's all it is. But we're not talking about it over here. So, but the debate was about. This is his debate. My debate was the native people are being targeted because they've been being targeted since the Trail of Tears. They had to figure out what the ones that didn't, assign to these plantations. These, you know what I'm saying? And they want to know where they went. Yeah, because a lot of these smart Native Americans, according to my grandmother's stories, that she didn't understand what she was telling me about them having to learn how to talk different, learning how to dress. They had to learn how to dress different. They used to talk in pig language. Yes. I said, Grandma, were you a slave? No, no, no. I picked cotton. They had their own. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying my grandmother them wasn't slaves. What I'm saying is everybody were slaves. You see what I'm saying? All of see, they just made all of us angry with each other by making one seem higher than the other, then telling you your own people did that to you. But that's not really what we're talking about. I want to get into the debate that makes so much sense because a lot of autistic people are on the spectrum. Because let me tell you, back, it wasn't up until the 90s, I want to say, you know, in the 2000s, where autistic people started to be a concern, like as far as like, hold up, maybe we missed this type of concern. And girls and adults started to get diagnosed. So what that means is, from the 80s on back, there were a lot of people being diagnosed with other with mental issues and other psychological issues, y'all. To the point where, if we admit, let's take it there, because they might have to do that. YouTube, don't end the live though, babe. Because if I don't say it, somebody else, the angel's gonna use somebody else to say it, babe. So that's just that. But anywho, they can't admit that a lot of people were mislabeled, because that'll mean that a lot of people that was mislabeled were medically induced. Should I keep, y'all understanding what I'm saying? I'm trying not to really take it too hard though. So guess what? Do you know that 90%, not scientifically proven, but my analysis, 90% of people on the watch list are of native ancestry, which means somewhere in their family they hold a genetic mutation that causes autism, which this spectrum disorder has a cure. Research Henrietta Lacks and people like her. That's all. I ain't gonna do it, YouTube. That ain't for me to expose. It's for them, because it's their deeds. Y'all ever heard the saying, let's lose track? The saying, and I believe the Hawaiians have this in their prayer. There was a lady that I met from Hawaii when they had me in jail for those pizza bags that protected me. Her husband was a Fed, an off-duty Fed that was being blackmailed. This is what she told me in jail, y'all. I promise you. So, and that lady took care of me. She had to be telling the truth, because she took care of me while I was in there, while those girls were trying to jump me in my sleep. It was just so much. I'll give y'all a story time on that. Some, another video somewhere else probably. But listen, that lady, that husband was a Fed, y'all. The lady told me so much stuff while I was in there in jail, matter of fact. And she taught me stuff that I didn't know. So when I got out, I couldn't wait to research about certain things that she said to me, or just whatever she told me, y'all. Hold on, that rain sounds so good. Oh, Father, how you know I needed that? Y'all, that sounds so good. Let me turn my car off. Hey, it's cool though. Listen, I'm only stressed because I've been on a mission to take my girls around the world, my nieces and nephews, and treat them with all of the abilities I have. And like, for the fact, and I'm gonna talk about this shit, because they mad about this. Let's talk about this. Because a lot of people don't know that to this day,